In 2024, something remarkable happened in the United States. The country saw a huge increase in the number of rich people. More than 500,000 individuals became millionaires for the very first time. To be exact, 562,000 people crossed that magic line. This brought the total number of American millionaires to an astonishing 7.9 million. This was not just a small jump, it was a significant 7.6% increase from the year before. The collective fortune of these high-net-worth individuals also swelled, growing by over 9%. It was a clear sign that for some the economy was not just recovering, but roaring ahead with incredible force. This surge in wealth wasn't just a random event, it was powered by a powerful force in the economy, the stock market. Think of the stock market as a giant engine for making money. When this engine runs well, the value of companies goes up, and so does the wealth of the people who own parts of those companies, known as stocks. In 2024, this engine was running at full throttle. Major market indexes which track the performance of the biggest companies saw incredible gains. This created a ripple effect, lifting the financial boats of many investors and pushing a massive number of them into the millionaire club. What does it mean to be a millionaire in this context? It means having at least $1 million in assets that you can invest. This doesn't include the value of the house you live in. It's money in stocks, bonds, or cash that can be put to work to generate even more wealth. The increase shows that many Americans had their investments in the right place at the right time. The economic optimism, especially around new technologies, fueled a buying frenzy in the stock market. This created a perfect storm for wealth creation, making 2024 a year that minted a new class of the affluent across the nation. The story of 2024 is a story of economic expansion, but one that was felt most strongly at the top. While everyday costs remained a concern for many, for those with money in the market, it was a year of unprecedented growth. The sheer number of new millionaires highlights how powerful a strong stock market can be in shaping the financial landscape. It changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people, turning their investment portfolios into personal fortunes. This boom set the stage for a new chapter in American wealth, driven by innovation and investor confidence that reached new and dizzying heights. At the heart of this millionaire explosion was technology, especially artificial intelligence, or AI. Excitement around AI sent a tidal wave of money into tech companies, driving the Nasdaq up nearly 29%. One company stood out, Nvidia, maker of the chips powering AI systems. Its stock soared 171% in 2024, creating a wave of new millionaires. The success of Nvidia and other AI companies sparked a broad rally across the tech sector. Fortunes were forged in the digital world, built on code, data, and microchips. The AI boom turned hundreds of thousands into millionaires, showing the power of innovation to generate wealth. While the United States was celebrating its massive increase in millionaires, the story was very different in other parts of the world. The wealth boom was not a global phenomenon. In fact, America's success stood in sharp contrast to struggles elsewhere. In Europe, for instance, the number of millionaires actually went down. Major economies like Germany and the United Kingdom faced economic stagnation, causing their millionaire populations to shrink by over 2%. This decline highlighted a growing gap between the fast-paced, tech-driven American economy and the more traditional, slower-moving economies across the Atlantic. The situation was also challenging in Asia's economic powerhouse, China. The country saw its number of high-net-worth individuals fall by 1%. This was partly due to government policies aimed at controlling big companies and promoting common prosperity, which created uncertainty for wealthy investors. The total wealth of China's billionaires has fallen significantly from its peak in 2020. This shows that even in a country known for rapid growth, government actions and economic headwinds can put a stop to wealth creation, creating a much tougher environment for the rich compared to the freewheeling boom happening in the US. However, not every country struggled. India emerged as a major bright spot in the global wealth landscape. The nation's millionaire population grew by a healthy 5.6%, and the total wealth of its billionaires surged by an incredible 42%. This suggests that India is becoming a new, dynamic center for wealth creation, much like China was in previous decades. Japan also saw positive growth, adding over 210,000 new millionaires. These successes in Asia show that while China may be slowing, other nations in the region are rising to take its place as engines of economic growth and opportunity. This global comparison paints a clear picture. America was the undisputed leader of the wealth race in 2024. Its combination of a strong stock market, technological leadership in AI, and a pro-investment environment created the perfect conditions for making fortunes. While other regions like Latin America and the Middle East also saw declines, the US charged ahead, widening the wealth gap not just within its own borders, but between itself and the rest of the world. The millionaire boom was truly an American story, one that other nations watched with a mixture of envy and concern. The surge in new millionaires tells a complicated story. Most of this wealth didn't spread out evenly, it flowed to those already rich. The number of ultra-wealthy individuals is rising fast, widening the gap between the rich and everyone else. This wealth concentration means many still struggle with rising costs and stagnant wages. Soon, trillions will be passed down in a massive generational wealth transfer. But millennials and Gen Z want modern, tech-driven solutions, not old-school banks. They prefer digital platforms and alternative investments, forcing the financial industry to adapt. The future of wealth is about who controls it, and how it's managed in a digital world. Thanks for watching. We hope you are one of those new millionaire or will become one soon. If you like the content, please consider liking our channel. Let's talk trade.